As of the time of this recording, the child in the Mandalorian has not yet been named, so whether it ends up being Kevin or Wanda, for now, it's just gonna be called Baby Yoda. And today, I'm Baby. Disclaimer, like with anything I do, there are probably definitely better ways of doing it, but I'm going to use what I have available and just to the best of my abilities. For materials, I've got fabric, hot glue, scissors, craft foam, acrylic paint, a headband, and a shaver, electronic shaver. This is the first time I've used one and I feel powerful. I've also got the appropriate socks on. And if you enjoyed that last shot more than the average person, you now owe me $1. Ears! I made a lot of different variations before deciding on one style. I say that like that was intentional. No, I just didn't like the first two I made until these. I used fur on the first two because even though Baby Yoda comes across as having more peach fuzz than fur, I was afraid that with smooth materials it might end up being like uncanny valley territory and kind of creepy. These still did turn out pretty cute, just not quite what I wanted. It's kind of like if gremlins were cuter and also watermelons. So before I show you how to make them, if you would like either of these pairs, I'm giving them away in the comments. To enter, just type something about ears and I will pick a winner next week. If you do like this style and want to make your own, I basically cut out the ear shape on 5mm craft foam and then traced that onto the back of the fabric and added about an inch around the edge just to be safe before cutting it out. Reverse the shape on the other fabric so you don't have two ears pointing in the same direction. Flip the two inside out and sew them together using a long straight stitch. Once I had one of the ears done and the fur situated, I put the craft foam inside the ear and glued it down to give it some structure, because now it's time to shave the baby. For both of these, I've shaved them down to about 1/4 inch of fabric, and then carefully applied another piece of fabric to the top of the ear using hot glue and then blending it in by shaving that piece as well. Once you've properly sheared your ears, I've mixed up a green to match the fur as well as a pink for the inner ear and watered them both down a whole heck of a lot. And from there I just brushed on this watercolor, not watercolors, paint. If this part of your ear has fur, then you might want to keep a comb handy to go ahead and brush that out as it dries to keep from getting bed ears. To attach the ears to the headbands, I used a small piece of craft foam and kind of just wrapped them around the headband over to the ear, just making sure to glue and cover anywhere that they might pull away and otherwise fall off of the headband. And that's how I ended up with these two. Both very cute, but neither of which matched the wig, which is not something I considered until now. Third time's the charm. Instead of fabric, this time I'm using a high-density EVA foam that I've sanded down using a Dremel and sanding block. This is to get that nice, smooth, curved edge like on real ears that real Yoda people have. To get the top curve of the ear, I just used a heat gun on a low setting and slowly curved it. Before painting, I sprayed everything with 1 coat of Plasti Dip. This will help keep the foam from absorbing a lot of the paint. Once again, I'm just using standard acrylics just mixed together to kind of match the colors of the ears. Once everything had dried, I snipped off a few pieces of the pile from the previous foam fur and just used little dabs of hot glue to attach it to the back and top of the ears. That way I get like this nice peach fuzz, and I didn't have to shave the baby. Moving on to the easiest and coziest part of the costume. For this I needed 3 yards of brown fleece, 1 yard of curly faux fur. I also used a strip of standard craft foam about 1 yard long, and a sewing machine. My version is honestly barely even a jacket. Rather than using any pattern, I just laid out 2 rectangles of fleece, 1.5 yards each, cut out 2 S-shaped sections for the arms, sewed along all the edges leaving a hole for the neck and arms, and then cut a line straight down the front to open it up. If you're having trouble sewing fleece because it does tend to slip around a lot, try using a lightweight stabilizer, is what I would have liked to have told myself before doing this. The fabric for the collar and cuffs are cut into strips and then hand sewn directly onto the jacket. Because looking at Baby Yoda's design, there's this weird overlap thing happening with the collar. It confuses me. Therefore, I need to stab it by hand in order to feel validated. The long strip of foam from earlier goes inside the collar and all the way around. I made one side of the collar smaller than the other so that it can tuck inside. And that is how you make a baby. I thought about doing body paint for this and looked up some makeup ideas online, and despite top quality nightmare fuel being the description in a dating profile if I had one, the body paint I ordered went to the wrong address and then immediately sold out. So I'm taking that as the universe telling me no body paint for now. Hello? Do you like my jacket? I think that's enough Baby Yoda for now. Thanks for watching. Did you know Edgar has his own sticker club on Patreon? You can sign up to get a cat-themed sticker every month. Heck yeah.